Here is our chef today, Clodagh McKenna. Clodagh is not only a legend in Ireland, she's big in America, aren't you?
Massive. I can't even walk down the street, Eamon.
But as you can tell from your tan...
Can I touch your hair?
Please.
We'll cast you.
So where are you based and what do you do then?
I now live in London, which I love. I've been here now for 2 years. I still have a restaurant in Dublin, so I go back there every 2 weeks. And I go to America and Canada every month. I do the Today Show, Rachel Ray Show, and the Marlon.
And now the This Morning Show.
And now This Morning Show. And I've just started a new weekly column with the Evening Standard.
So busy.
So I'm very excited.
And you've still got
that.
time to cook.
Amazing. I still have time to cook, yeah, especially for you guys.
Is fish pie something traditional to have on St Patrick's Day, or just something you like?
Fish is really traditional in Ireland because we are in Ireland. Fish pie is one of my favourite things to do. I'm making my ultimate fish pie with Dublin Bay prawns in it and a lovely potato rosti on top of the cheddar. For the texture, I don't like all creamy and silky, and I'm like, I've got teeth. I don't know, you know. Yeah. I love feeling those textures, which is important in food. So we've got the crunchiness
Let's
at the top.
get down to business.
So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit of the fish. So the Marine Conservation Society just updated their Good Fish Guide, and my grandpop was a fisherman, so I've got a real graw for fishing, and these are all of the fish that they're recommending that you eat. They're sustainable.
What's the big one?
Oh yeah, the big one. This is hake. We've got pollock, we have megrim, we have dober sole, sardines and herrings, which are so good for your skin and your joints. If you have any problems with your joints, are amazing for it. But you know what I would say? I mean, not to put pressure on anybody, like buy what you can, still make the fish pie, but if you can, just for a second at the supermarket, check if it's got a sustainability mark. Yeah. Or ask your fishmonger. So onto the fish pie. The first thing we start doing is we make the roux. And this is a great thing just to know. It's equal quantities of butter and flour, and that makes what looks like a little bit of pastry. And then you just cook that off for like 30 seconds. And while that's doing, I poach my fish. So I've got beautiful mixed fish here. And as I said, it doesn't really matter what fish you use, as long as it's sustainable and it's in season. Think of fish like vegetables, that it's in season. You poach it off in a little bit of milk with lovely black peppercorns and shallots. You could use regular onions and bay leaf, like just turn in like this. And what that does, it does two things. It flavours and infuses the milk with the fish and the bay leaf and the pepper, and it tenderises them.
You say, so you bring that up to the boil and then turn it right down?
Oh yeah, what simmers, yeah, exactly. So you bring it up to the boil and then you simmer it then for about 5 minutes and you infuse the milk. And so what you do then is when basically you get this, your roux that you've made, and you make a bechamel sauce. So you drain off the liquid, holding back that. You can discard those or keep your bay leaf actually, dry it off and use it again. I love the thrifty in cooking, right? So this is beautifully infused with the fish, and what you do is you whisk it into this, and this makes a bechamel sauce. This is a classic white sauce, right? And then you let it cook out for about 5 minutes, and then it looks like this, right? So this here, and then you put in some lovely mustard into it. And then you put in some dill into it. The mustard just cuts it up and gives a gorgeous punch.
With fish,
yeah, and this is a great white sauce for anything. Even if you wanted to make a cheese sauce, just add the cheese sauce into this. And then what we do next is we take all the fish that's poached and we pop it over here.
So you've drained your fish. Oh, you've already drained the fish because you've used the milk, haven't you?
Exactly. Yeah. And then we have all of the fish. And then we do a beautiful blanket of all this gorgeous sauce over this, like tucking it in. Do you know, for me, this is like a little Irish boat. So I've got like a little kind of pottery one that I use at home that's actually the shape of a boat. So I feel like I've got my fish, I'm putting a blanket over it to keep it nice and warm.
And you want the sauce quite thick, I suppose,
you want the sauce quite thick.